Morning, Granite Crew. So today's leadership lesson is based out of Jeremiah, and this is probably one of the more important leadership lessons, leadership skills that is needed in order to effectively run an organization, lead an organization, and that's the ability to have hard conversations. When I started this new job, the skills that I had been able to practice in the club with conflict resolution and leadership conversations really prepared me well for having hard conversations with staff. And so there's a lot of crossover. Like the example given in today's reading is pretty biblical. Talking, the stuff that they talk about in there is, Jeremiah had these prophecies that were not very positive, and he had called some people out. He had called sin to the table, and they had to know that information so that they could work on it. But it crosses directly over into everyday life. When you have employees that are not doing what they should be doing, there are times where you have to have those hard conversations, and that's a skill we all need to learn how to do, and we need practice. And honestly, conflict resolution is the best way to practice that. When you have an issue with something that a brother is doing, you go and you have that hard conversation one-on-one for multiple reasons. The first being that if you can have that conversation one-on-one and you guys are able to work it out, then you don't have to bring that to anybody else. Nobody else has to know about it. You're able to address it and protect both parties' dignity and reputation. The second part of it is you might be wrong. So, you can approach a brother or bro, have that conversation, and realize I misunderstood what was happening, or I misinterpreted the situation. So, the thing is so many people are averse to conflict, are not willing to have those conversations, those difficult conversations, that they'll let these misunderstandings or things that are not right fester and grow until it turns into a breaking point and becomes a really big issue. So the ability to have hard conversations is very important in your leadership skills, and that'll apply and carry over into just your daily life, your work, everywhere. So hope you all have a wonderful, Tuesday. And just be praying for Dribbles, continued recovery. We got news last night that he's still struggling a lot, but he hasn't gotten worse, and he's progressing a little bit at a time. So, and the doctors are happy with that at this point. So we'll see what happens there, but please be praying for him, and I love y'all. Talk to you later.